Hello, good morning everyone. Today is Sunday, September the 10th, and this is my first video of Eslin's sewing. I'm trying my best to figure out how to do these presentations on YouTube. I've been looking at many videos, but I figure if I keep looking at the videos, I will never get started. So here goes. Hopefully this will be the first video if you're interested in learning how to sew. The first project that I am going to demonstrate is one of my favorites, which is how to make valances for your windows. And in my next video, I'll show you the window that I will be using, and also give you some measurements for my window. Yours, of course, if you choose to follow me and make the valances, will be different. I started today with just a slight video so that I could show you guys some of the tools that you will need to sew this, especially if you're a first-time person that sews, or you're just learning. These are some of the basic tools that you'll need to start on your project for your valances. The first thing is the pins, as you can see here. There are many different kinds of pins. These are considered straight pins. The little balls on them are just fancier pins. Some people use them, I believe, when they're making like wedding garments or special garments. But you can also get pins that are straight pins. I'll show you. I know I have some under here, but I don't want to take up too much video time. But anyway, it's just a pin like this, but it just doesn't have the ball at the end, and it's a straight pin. So these are straight pins, and you'll need these when we start to do some of our hemming and laying out of our garment. Next, we have our scissors. This is one of my scissors that I use here. This is another scissor that I use. I like this type of scissor because the ends are softer, so you don't really hurt your thumbs. Sometimes if you cut a lot, you tend to get pains in your thumbs, or I do anyway. So this is a nice scissor if you're going out to buy one. Look for something with this soft cushion at the end. They're very comfortable. Next, we have your thread. Of course, you're going to need thread to sew with, and this thread right here is just random thread. I have a whole set of this type of thread, but basically you just want to make sure that your thread is basic sewing thread. This is just a look at what I have here, but just make sure you don't get thread that's for like special projects, such as when you're sewing costumes or glitter thread. You just want basic sewing thread for fabrics. Next, we have a tape measure. Of course, we're going to use our tape measure because we're going to have to measure length and width at some point. So you want a tape measure. You don't need a fancy one, just a basic tape measure. This right here is my pin cushion. This is for when you're sewing and you just have a pen in your hand and you just need to quickly put a pin in something, or if you're using something to sew by hand. This is a hand sewing needle that I have. I hope you can see this has a hole in it with thread that I probably recently used, and it's quick to get to. So when you have this cushion, these are nothing fancy. You can get something out of the store that you can just stick pins into. I'm not even sure if this is actually a pin cushion or something I had around the house that I just decided to use because I tend to do that because I enjoy recycling. And then we have here a ruler, which also we can use for measurements. So you can have any standard ruler. This one is a 24-inch ruler. We may or may not need this length, but it's good to have. And of course, we need our fabrics. Now, these are some random fabrics that I picked out, and of course, I'm not going to use all of this for the valances here. I'm also at some point going to demonstrate for you guys how to do tiers and some other projects. So it's a start for me. I knew I needed to get started because I tend to overthink things and I kept looking at YouTube videos of how to do it. So all I can do is the best that I can do, and hopefully it'll work out. The last thing I wanted to show you that you need is, of course, a cutting board. This opens out very wide, but I'm not sure how to get it all in my camera. So I'll just show you that it gets pretty big, and what I tend to do is cover my desk with it sometime, or my table, because if you have sharp scissors, just remember when you cut on the table, you may prick your table. I think you can see some of the cuts that I put on this table, which I don't mind anymore because this is my official cutting table, or at least one of them. So this is your cutting board that you would lay down before you actually started cutting, to protect the table that you will be cutting on. I hope that I haven't talked too fast, and I welcome your comments. If I don't have it set up yet for you to give me comments, feedback, help, support, I accept it all as I go and start this journey of teaching people or sharing with people what I enjoy doing, which is sewing and making things for around the house, which you need to use your hand with. My next video, I am going to show you one of the main items you will need, which is a sewing machine. So I hope that you understood and you see the items that you will need if you want to go on this journey with me. And like I said, as I get better, hopefully my lighting, and I'm right now learning about how to set up a tripod so that I can demonstrate for you a lot better what we'll need as we do our sewing projects. So again, I hope this video at least gives you a start to know what you need to go to the store and purchase if you want to go on this journey with me. Also, and finally, please take the time to visit my website, where I have my product for sale, which is Buster Wraps, BusterWrapps.com, BusterWrapps.com. Thank you. Until my next video, have a good day. Bye-bye.